Hey there, hey, and thank you for tuning into this pod of Born to Be a Star. Today is another day and another opportunity for you to recognize your star power. And today is a rainy day. Oh my God. So this morning I got my lunch ready. My lunch bag, everything I needed. I always leave my water bottle in the car for work the next day. I got my bag. Of course, I didn't look at the weather because typically I don't do that, but I should start. It was raining. I just got my hair straightened and done like last weekend or whatever. But so luckily I had a big umbrella in the car. So you know what I did? I went and what did I do? I got it and I utilized it. And my coworker's like, "Why did you put the umbrella up? You only walked 5 steps." And it's like, I just got my hair done and I don't want it to get messed up. Anyways, today is one of those days where it just rained all day and nobody's in the mood and I just want to get in the bed and my job is taking over my life and I just feel like I don't have a life and I don't know. Do you feel like that too? Anyways, today is another day and another opportunity for us to recognize our star power by looking in the mirror and reflecting on where we've been and where we're going to next on our journey of life. And I have to say, humor and laughter and happiness is definitely important, and that is definitely the main part of our conversation today. But as we do every day, we should start our day off by looking in the mirror and say to ourselves, it's going to be a good day. I'm going to have a good day at work. I'm going to have a day at school. I'm going to have a good day being a stay-at-home wife. I'm going to have a good day being retired. I'm going to have a good day being a comedian. Gonna have a good day being a author or a podcaster or a game maker or a mom or a dad or an auntie or an uncle, a son or a daughter or whatever you want it to be. You should be looking in the mirror and you should be promoting yourself and others, but specifically yourself. We should start the day off every day by saying to ourselves, yes, we can. What can we do? We can cough because we're allergic to everything because we have allergies. Yes, we can. We can change our minds. We don't have to do something if we don't like it. And we shouldn't have to feel bad about that, right? You can try something different that maybe you've never tried before. There's that. You can change your favorite color, or you can find a new skill, or you can switch your career or switch your major at school. You can decide you want to travel more, or maybe you want to get an RV and you want to drive around, whatever country you're in. Maybe if you've got enough money, if you've got, loose cash, you want to get a yacht and you want to be a yacht boat person. Yes, you can do that. Maybe you want to move to a different country because you're tired of the scenery that you're seeing. Whatever the case may be, you should be saying to yourself, yes, we can. It could be something as simple as watching Netflix and finding a new show, or finding a new place that you want to be a regular at for dinner where you want to get delivery or something. Regardless of what it is, learning how to use technology or changing your email address, the idea is to be, yes, you can. Not, I don't know how I'm going to do this, right? We need to tell ourselves what we can do, not always look for reasons why we can't do something. That's never the answer. So moving on from the idea that we can do things and we can accomplish things, let's get into the next part of the conversation, which is never give up. Now, how can you give up on anyone, including yourself, if you love them? If you love yourself and anyone else, how can you give up on them? How can you not persevere a difficult time to get to the good time, right? Life is not always easy. In fact, life is definitely mostly hard. But if we're going to have great experiences and great days and great environments, and we're going to have really great things, then we're really going to have to do things that maybe aren't necessarily easy, right? We're going to have to make those decisions and have those experiences. That is what we're going to have to do. And that is something that shouldn't be difficult for us, right? It's something that we shouldn't be feeling like, I don't know how I'm going to get to that point. When I hear John Cena bring up never give up and his mantra and everything he stands for, I understand without a doubt in my mind that I love having that mantra as my everyday too, right? No, I am not going to give in, cave in, and be somebody to just let stuff go. Yes, I am going to fight for what I believe in and who I love. Yes, I'm not going to be like everybody else. I'm going to be different. And I take that very seriously. And I hope that you understand that too. Moving on from the never give up, let's get to the why not today. Procrastination and indecisiveness isn't our best friend. Waiting forever to make a decision isn't a great idea, right? If you have the time to get something done, get it done, right? That's the idea. The idea shouldn't be, I don't know when I'm going to get this done, but maybe soon. You know, like, things should be different, yet they aren't. It's very, very, I don't know. I'm trying to find the verb. It's very easy to be lazy, right? It's very easy not to do things. It's very easy to blame other people for things and to not get things done. I say it to you every day. I like strategizing. I like planning things out. I like to get things done. I'm not a person that just likes to sit around and let life take forever. So no, you need to get the dishwasher fixed. You need to figure out what's going on with your car, and you need to figure out if you're going to go to a laundromat because the washing machine isn't working. Like, these, you got to make that doctor's appointment, and you got to figure out when you're going to go get your nails done. These are things you're going to have to do, right? What day are you going to go to the grocery store, right? When are you going to paint the wall in the living room? When are you going to go to the bank and figure out a mortgage because you want to stop renting that apartment that you're really tired of looking at? When are you going to do these things? That's the question. So outside of the idea of why not today, because we should be utilizing every day like tomorrow might not exist, and we should fully be aware of the fact that we can't stop time or buy it. We don't have that luxury. Let's get into some of these headlines. So, looks like there's going to be a debate with Trump and Biden on CNN, and that's going to be a shit show. And of course they put it there. I hope Trump mops the floor with Biden. I'm going to laugh my ass off. There's not going to be an audience. That's kind of fucking lame, but okay. Moving on from that whack thing that I wish they weren't doing. It looks like they're going to try to close loopholes for election interference from foreign influencers. How great is that going to work? Democratic John Tester campaigns against his own record in Montana. Disney is getting rid of Tinkerbell. I'm not surprised. What else is Disney getting rid of? The feds have charged a black Marine for plotting to kill a privileged white people. So you got people in the army plotting to kill white people that are black. This shit just gets crazier. Parents' right groups warn about new disciplinary techniques sweeping the nation. No surprise. HHS moves to defund the EcoHealth Alliance, says action needed to protect the public interest. Right, something fishy there. Democratic fundraiser from Silicon Valley donates $1 million to Trump. So is he turning Democratic? I'm just wondering. The View handicaps Trump-Biden debate, gets nearly every possible thing wrong because they're whack and everybody knows it. Netflix is going to broadcast multiple NFL games on Christmas. That's going to be very interesting to watch. Pro-Hamas thugs Nashville hotel backs out of hosting pro-Israel conference after pressure campaign. Why are we allowing these Hamas people to scare off pro-Jewish things? I'm getting a little tired of that. First portrait of King Charles III mocked on social media. Looks like he's going straight to hell. I don't know. I'm looking at it and it kind of looks cool to me. You know, my favorite color is red, so I'm likely going to like that more than others. I don't know. High schooler suspended for properly using illegal alien. I'm not surprised by that. April inflation hits 3.4 as housing gas prices remain high. Yet Joe Biden wants to run around and say we're having a great experience. And when he got into office, Trump left the rate at 9%, which is a fucking belligerent lie. Okay. Slovakia Prime Minister wounded in shooting. Whoa. Remains identified as Maryland woman who vanished in 1968. I'm assuming she was murdered. And Red Lobster is filing for bankruptcy. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing at this, but it's funny. Like, dude, come on, man. DOJ is targeting Boeing, says it breached 2021 deferred prosecution agreement. All these crazy things are happening. Now, I'm reading the news word for word off of Daily Wire. You can go on Daily Wire and find it yourself. I can't stop laughing. A ship that caused Baltimore Bridge collapse had 2 electrical blackouts days before the deadly collision. They're just figuring this shit out. I mean, come on. A Republican-led state finds over 100 non-citizens on voter rolls and requests citizen data from the Biden administration. They're never going to get it. Biden admin signals particular reversal will push ahead with arms package bound for Israel. Okay, so now they're going to do it. I don't really want to talk about Robert De Niro because I cannot believe that man is saying ridiculous things. And the more he talks, the more irritating I get. Permine Jean-Pierre, whatever the fuck her name is, she's a complete idiot. A previous deported illegal migrant charged in connection with a 3-month-old baby death. Crazy. There's lots and lots of more news, but I want to get into the actual news that I set up to talk about here. So let's get into it. Biden mocks Catholicism, yet he's supposed to be Catholic. How's that work? When the illegal aliens harm Americans, nobody cares about that. Did Target learn their lesson from all their gay stuff that they've been doing? Doubtful, right? I'm good, man. I don't want to shop at a place who doesn't value me, right? Like, I have money. You have stuff. You'd think you'd care about my money, and you try to get my money by not doing weird shit, but clearly you don't care. So, I'm taking that as a lesson for me. I don't really trust any of these retail stores or any of these, like, weird things. I think they're all working together against us, honestly. Cleaning the swamp. Here's how you clean the swamp. You find other people to actually run for these positions in the House and the Senate that are actually going to do things. Not AOC. Not Jamal Bowman. Not Premier Jayapal. Not these leftist lunatics. But actual smart people that can fix things. Not Pete Buttigieg and not Gavin Newsom, right? Like, clearly Kamala Harris is a moron. And she is a DEI hire. They are all DEI hires. Let's be real about that. Okay? Let's be real. It means not just cleaning the swamp, but literally eliminating any way for any kind of animal to live in that area. That's what... When you hear politicians like, when I get in office, I'm going to clean the swamp, part of you should wonder how. What decisions are you going to make right away to start cleaning the swamp? Because you know who the swamp is? The majority of the people that are there. They've been there too long. They're rhinos and dinos, and they're using their positions to get over like fat rats, like bugs and cockroaches, because they're not actually doing anything for the people. When you actually listen to these people that are in Washington and you hear the things that they say, and their anger and their hatred towards normal Americans and normal everyday people that get up every day and go to work, you should be questioning, how is your reaction to hate me and I fund your salary? How does that work? Now, my husband brings up a valid point Where I get aggravated because I don't like the idea that the government is taking money from us and spending it on things that don't make any sense. And he says to me, the moment they take your taxes, you really don't have a say in how they're spending your money. I do think that we really do need to come up with a better solution of cleaning the swamp, meaning we need to go beyond just cleaning it. We need to totally vaporize it entirely. I'm not just talking about because they say ridiculous things that they shouldn't say, but because they do things that they definitely shouldn't do. And I don't want to continue to be a victim of this crappy political joke. Because the biggest joke of all is the fact that they say one thing to us and then they do an entirely different thing. So how are we going to clean swamp? By removing it altogether. Moving on from the swamp, we knew RFK wasn't to be trusted, and we knew something was wrong with him. The most important thing about RFK is he's a Democrat, okay? He might be trying to play people and act like he's Republican, or go on Sean Hannity and a bunch of other places and say these things, but he isn't going to do anything. And I hope he continues to run just so we know Joe Biden's going to lose. But he went on a bunch of shows and he said a bunch of iffy things, and now he won't go back on Fox News, and he's just done a lot of weird stuff, and it's really questionable. I don't know. Who's his target audience? Is it the people that just don't like Trump? What conservative is actually listening to him? What independent is actually listening to him? We already know the Democrats aren't. But out of those three people I just said, who's he attracting? That's the question. Moving on from RFK, let's get to the main part of the conversation. Don't deny yourself happiness. If you're surrounded by people that are miserable and unhappy, don't let them cloud your happiness. Some people are miserable. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter if they win the lottery or they get any wishes they want. They're just still miserable. And you know what you do with miserable people? Ignore them. Your happiness is dependent on you, not on anybody else. You cannot spend your life or your time waiting for anybody. I continuously talk about how I like to plan things in advance and how I like to strategically get things done, because it just makes me feel like I have a better grasp, or I'm 2 steps ahead, right? I always want to be 2 steps ahead of everything. So I'm prepared when something might not go the way I want. I'm not surprised when something doesn't go the way you expected it to. And I'm ready and prepared for anything that could possibly happen. I like that certainty, right? So when it comes to happiness, you have to be aware enough to know that everybody isn't happy. And if you're enthusiastic or energetic or you're a happy person, a lot of people are going to question that. And they're going to think something's wrong with you, perhaps. But to all those that are questioning others' happiness, maybe you should question your own misery and stop worrying about why others are happy and question why you aren't, right? Instead of always looking at and chastising people, maybe you should look at your own self. I'm not going to be miserable because you are, right? If you're going to be mean and hate on me and be rude and disrespectful and try to demean me, continue to do that, because you really don't qualify to talk to me, let alone judge me, let alone do any of those things or any of those actions. See, I'm an adult and you're like a little girl or a little child, and you're doing all these actions. It's just showing that you're not an adult and you are looking for some sort of satisfaction out of stupidity. So when people try to take your happiness away or limit your happiness or tell you that you can't be the happy person you are, laugh back at them and say, yes, I can. And be as happy as you want to be, because you're here and you're living now. Don't wait to be happy later. Be happy today. We might not have tomorrow, but we definitely have right now. Be happy. Put a smile on your face and let's make the world a better place. Moving on from the being happy, accepting your cards. Sometimes things are going to go the way that you want them to, and sometimes they're not. Sometimes things are going to make sense, and often it's like gibberish and it's like some foreign language you've never seen before. Just accept the cards and play the game. You might get 21. You might win, or maybe you get Uno. You never know till you start playing, right? Just take the cards you're dealt and see where it leads you. Lamp shopping. So how do you look at lamps and decide which lamp is better? Can you lamp shop online, or should you be really lamp shopping in a store? And what stores are left for us to lamp shop in, right? When you think about lamps, what comes to your mind? Now, I'm not a Walmart person, and I don't buy furniture out of Target, and I don't really even go in Target. I guess if I was going to look at lamps, maybe I'd go on Amazon or like a furniture store. But like,
or a volcano.
Shut up. Where can you buy lamps? Sometimes when I'm in Savers, I see them in there. So honestly, the only place I could think to buy a lamp would be like the Goodwill and like Savers.
Oh, volcano. You know what sort of lamps you can get there?
What?
Lava lamps.
Oh, you're such an idiot.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we've got a guest on the show. His name is Skip, aka Lava Lamp. Eye roll. But where can you buy lamps from? I mean, I think you can buy them online, but is there like a lamp store? Have you ever seen a lamp store? Like, do people have conversations about lamps? I feel like this is the one thing nobody talks about. Just like I feel like people don't talk about light bulbs. But the light bulb has to go in a lamp for you to be able to see. How do you upgrade your lamps?
That's how SpongeBob and Patrick saved Roger.
Yeah, that was a great episode. Thanks for bringing that up. Oh my God! That was a great episode. That was one of my favorite episodes, dude. Oh man! But literally, like, I was in Goodwill and I saw some lamps in there and they were pretty interesting, and it brought up a thought to me. Where do you see lamps where you think I need to buy a lamp? Do you just decide you need to buy a lamp because you're tired of looking at the one that's already there? Or how do you decide you need a lamp? I guess that's my question. I guess we're going to have to figure that out. Updating your home office. Meaning, like, maybe you put a new mat on the desk. Maybe you add some different layers so you can see your computers better. Or you add some cute little office art in the room where your home office is. You can really decorate your home office without spending a lot of money and a lot of time. It's all about color and accessories. And you can definitely transform a room into an office almost instantly. Following a regimen is going to lead you to success, because not following a regimen is going to lead you into a nightmare. I want an ice maker, but I don't even know where to find one at. I love ice, but if I have an ice maker, where am I going to put it?
Never going to happen.
And like, you can hear him say,
I'm going to put it.
The garbage can. You can hear him telling me I can't have an ice maker, but I like ice. And the ice that we make in the fridge is not as good as the ice from the ice maker. So, like, do you buy an ice maker because you need it? Or how exactly do ice makers work? I guess I'll never know, because Skip is telling me I can't buy one. So
I'm going to donate that shit to Rubbermaid.
Oh, my God. What if I want an ice maker? Why do I want an ice maker? God. Moving off of ice makers to watching things, the Courier looks pretty okay. Tonight, AEW is coming on, so you know we're going to be watching that for, what is it, an hour or 2 hours?
AEW should be 2 hours tonight. It's actually kind of ironic because the Dynamite card looks better than the next pay-per-view is looking. And if that card remains the same, then I will not be buying it. But Dynamite looks great tonight.
Who's on the next pay-per-view?
Well, so it's Toni Storm versus that Deb, whatever her name is. She's like this really like washed up floozy. Then you have Willow the Pillow versus the CEO. I hope the CEO beats Willow the Pillow's ass, puts her to sleep.
That'd be great.
Pillow.
Sleep. Ha.
And then I hope Will Ospreay, the Billy Goat bro, defeats Roddy the Body, who's the current international champion, after he beat Orange Cassidy. So I like Will Ospreay. I hope he wins. They have Anarchy in the Arena.
Great.
With the current elite, which is Okada, our EVPs, Matt and Nicholas Jackson, aka the Young Bucks.
All right, moving on. So unfrosted, that's available. The Judge, Equalizer. I found Equalizer, so I'm considering watching all of them.
And
I really did
Scapegoat.
like that. An Equalizer marathon is definite. I was checking out Apple, and it looks like they did something different there. Apple Plus. One More Shot, Indigo, When We First Met, Dark Matter, Echo 3, Ted Lasso, and Palm Royal. Definitely going on the list. When it comes to eating things, I kind of want to get back into chopped salads. I found this recipe for chopped Cobb salad. I want to try mocha smoothies, avocado superfood salad, looks good, Southwest cheesy chicken skillet, and Big Mac taco salad.
Skillet.
Thank you for tuning in to this Hump Day edition of Born to Be a Star. Thank you for joining me and Skip. He is totally a moron. And I guess I'm a moron too, because I did pick him to be my husband.
So when it comes to podcasts, bring the more on.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in to Born to Be a Star. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, night, and morning, depending on where you are. Don't forget that you are a star
wherever you are.
Oh, my God. Stop copying off my mantra. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.